Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. His way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2nd and 8 coming up. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Let's go now. 19,
operating from the red zone. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20, 10, and he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Returning it, John Ross. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. O'Shane Ximines just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now back to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And he fends him off. Under pressure, they got him again. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A give. This is Kelly. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Kelly, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. This is Kelly. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, good. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Vita Vea in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Inside handoff, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 8. He'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard off. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble in 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, but I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially loss of 1.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Kelly. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with it. It's Kelly. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Now Ross to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Play action. It's Herbert. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
107 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DJ Waddle. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back.
And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. A give to Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And his kick is indeed good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Herbert and the Chargers down by 12. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle. Throwing, Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Herbert to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.